Hey there again, everybody. It's me again, RD Smith, recording from my car. It's a Friday afternoon. Had a good week. Not as tired this week as I was last week. Kind of slowed my pace down, but everything's good. I'm planning on having a great weekend. Well, I have something I wanted to talk about this week in kind of conjunction with what I was talking about last week a little bit. I saw a video of a certain person. I'm not going to name him because I don't want to put that out there. But a certain person was dancing erotically. Is married to a pretty stand-up guy, young lady married to a stand-up guy. You probably know it is a football player, and she's out there, doing her thing in the camera and everything. And he's been seems to have been, from looking out from the outside in. I don't know the story, but seems to be a good-looking guy, good stand-up guy, and trying to make himself the best husband possible for her. I just wanted to put something out there for you young ladies that are married, those that are wanting to get married, and just encourage you to understand a few things about your husband and about marriage. You as a wife reflect your husband's character or his disposition. A lot of women nowadays, the modern women, quote unquote, may disagree with that, but it's true. If you are a good woman, a good wife, you're cooperative, you're submissive, all these things, then it reflects positively on your husband. Now, in reverse, if you're not, it reflects negatively on your husband. Of course, I have a little bit of experience in this as well. What I noticed over the years again is that women of all races, doesn't matter, tend to think that they're separate from their husbands. The analogy that I want to give is like your children. If you have children and they're in school, and I'm not calling women children, so please don't comment on that, but I'm giving an analogy of how children are a reflection pretty much of their mothers. In school, if your kid is acting up or something like that, the first person they generally call is the mother, because in society, that's who we see as the nurturer and the person that's, wouldn't say raising the children by herself, but even if there's a complete family, the father, the mother, and the children, she's generally the one that, the school will call the mother, because she tends to have more understanding of the child or whatever. I don't know. That's just society. That's how it is. And so if your kid is a good kid, it reflects on the mother, and the mother is praised as being a wonderful parent. If the child is bad, it reflects on the mother, and the society says, oh, that's a bad mother. Well, it's the same with wives and their husbands. If the wife is a good wife, it reflects on the husband. He's considered a good husband, a good man. If she's, a young lady that's doing all this stuff and bringing attention to herself in a negative way, it tends to reflect on the husband as he's a bad husband and he's not that good of a man. And this is true. Matter of fact, in the Bible, a lot of guys say they want a Proverbs 31 woman. A lot of women in the church want to be a Proverbs 31 woman. But there's two areas in the Bible that talks about the characteristics of these two people, the husband and the wife. The first part is that the Bible says in Proverbs 31 that the man, he is known at the gates. Well, the gates are actually society out in public, where he works, where he gathers with other men or in society. He's known in the gates because of his wife, and she has a good reputation. In the last verse of Proverbs chapter 31, it says, "And her works are known in the gates." And what that means is the man, the husband, brags. You guys got to understand about his wife in society, at his job, at his church, at his club, whatever he's doing, he's bragging about his wife. I tend to do the same thing about my wife because my wife is awesome. And so I brag about her all the time, how she does this, how she does that, what she does. She's an awesome woman, a woman of prayer as well. So, ladies, you know, you gotta think more than yourself when it comes to your family, and more than just the children. So if you're out in society and you're being loud and obnoxious and fighting and cussing people out and everything, that reflects negatively on your husband. If you're out there showing your body to everybody, taking pictures, selfies, and twerking and all that type of stuff, that shows negative on your husband. In contrast, if you're out there doing wonderful things like the Proverbs 31 woman, being smart, full of wisdom, kind, generous, all these things, that reflects positively on your husband as well. So these are things that you might want to think about, especially you ladies that are not married and you want to be married. You know, this modern woman thing, Miss Independent, you know, all this type of stuff, that's not scriptural. It's not Bible at all. Even those that may not understand the Bible, don't live by the Bible, it's not even virtue of society. So men are judged upon their wives. Matter of fact, we say this in pastorships and stuff, that a pastor can only be so great as his wife is. You know, if his wife is mean and derogatory towards the members, then they're gonna look at him less than, you know. And like I said, I got experience. He could be the greatest pastor ever, greatest teacher of the word, love the people, but they're gonna look at him differently. Especially men. Men will look at him negatively because they feel like he can't control his household. And it may not be that at all. She might just be an ornery woman, a mean woman, and that happens, you know. Never be said among you guys listening to this that you're a mean woman, but it happens. And the guy, he can never go forward in life because he has a wife that is contrary to him, and it's sad. It happens a lot, but you can change that. He'll start your husband will start bragging about you to other people. Like I said, I do it. I think my wife is awesome. And matter of fact, there's a song, I think it's about Temptations, and Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got, you know, and it talks about I worship the ground she walks on, you know, that type of stuff. That's bragging about your wife, and then her works are known in society, and they know how great a woman you are, you know, because of how you are treating your husband. So, you know, I wanted to really share that with you guys, that, you know, we want to build families. We want to build strong communities, strong families. And it takes both of us. It takes the husband and the wife to do that, and to, you know, so that our children can have a good example of how to be in the household. So that's something I wanted to leave with you guys. I hope you got a little bit out of that. What do you think? You know, leave your comments. Please be nice. If you disagree with me, you know, try to keep your language right. I know, you know, kids might be looking at that too. So, you know, if you don't agree, you don't agree. That's fine. But I gave you some examples. All right. You guys have a blessed weekend. I'll see you again next time.